It's a bad time to be a Pokemon fan, folks. It turns out instead of developing good games, GameFreak has been writing fan fiction on company time. That's crazy. Typhlosion is a Minecraft YouTuber, and Vigoroth is a P. Diddy party frequenter. I think we're all fucking doomed. I think Pokemon has to be canceled now. I have not read any of this. Kay sent me the fucking text before it was posted in spoilers, and I was like, I'm not fucking reading that. All right, we've got everything picked up. Let's read what looks to be the smaller one first. All right. These files, there's been a rumor online that these have been leaked by a GameFreak executive clicking on a phishing link in an email. But as we've discovered at Skep HQ, our team of round-the-clock journalists have actually discovered that these were unsealed documents from a legal case that is proceeding in the 5th Circuit of Olivine City's District Court. So these are legal documents, and we should treat them as such when evaluating the innocence or guilt of the parties described in this in these documents. Theme: Original Sin based on the current Pokemon world. By the way, we didn't need Original Sin in Pokemon. We didn't need that. A lot of people are talking about the shit that the Pokemon games need. No one wanted this. In the distant past, when the boundary between Pokemon and humans was still blurred, there was a woman and her companions. Every day they were bored, so they would often fuck Slackoth. I'm just kidding. They would often catch Slackoth living in the nearby forest. How do they catch him? See, this is the thing. I don't know. I'm like, clearly there are way weirder things that are supposed to be going on in these documents as we keep reading them. But, like, it doesn't make sense if the whole thing is, like, the lines between human and Pokemon were blurred, but we're still, like, catching them with Pokeballs. I don't know. All right. What the fuck? Wait a second. They played cruel games with the captured Slackoth, sometimes killing them for fun, gouging out their eyes, or cutting off their ears. Dude, this is what all the 14-year-olds that are like, we need more blood and violence in Pokemon. Dude, these 14-year-olds are fucking eating, bro. One day, the woman was walking alone in the forest and saw a Slackoth hanging from a tree. She climbed the tree to catch it, but slipped and injured herself. At that moment, a Vigoroth appeared. This Vigoroth had a torn ear. The woman, startled, tried to flee, but her injured leg hurt too much, and she couldn't move. I've read stories that start like this on fucking fanfiction.com when I was in fucking middle school. This is not good. The Vigoroth with a torn ear suddenly attacked her. When it saw her, the woman lost consciousness. When she awoke, she was in an unfamiliar place. Before her lay a clear lake surrounded by trees from which many Slackoth and Vigoroth were hanging. Oh my god. What the fuck? All the Pokemon bore wounds somewhere on their bodies and erect. Sorry. They were all erect. I'm sorry, that's not in the fucking writing. What the fuck? When marks left by the woman and her companion. Upon closer inspection, noticed that some of the Slackoth hanging from trees were corpses! This implies that Slackoth, the Pokemon that's too fucking lazy to move half the time, took the time to carry his dead friends up the trees and then fucking hung them. Like fucking Christmas ornaments. Bullshit, this thing gets truant. That's a highly motivated fucking Pokemon right there. Oh my god. They were the Slackoth that the woman and her friends had killed and discarded. The Slackoth were throwing those corpses into the lake. They're just fucking polluting their drinking water with corpses. I don't know. I guess maybe the fucking fish in it eat the corpse. What fish do you think eat Slackoth corpses? The real question is, why did any of this need to be written? And the people were paid to write this instead of making, like... I like to imagine that Scarlet and Violet are so fucking shittily optimized because the team was writing this shit. I hope so. I hope this is the reason we haven't been able to get good Pokemon games in a fucking decade. That'd be so funny. They have to split development time between actually making the games and writing fucking snuff fictions. Don't spend more time on the game. I need that fanfic on my desk pronto! Slackoth. Well, wait, how does it... Here's the set. The Slackoth were throwing... See, it's not Vigoroth. It's fucking Slackoth. Slackoff is fucking throwing his dead friends into the lake. Are they teaming up? Do the Vigoroth hang the corpses up and the Slackoff start shooting 3-pointers into the lake? This shit sucks. The Slackoff were throwing corpses into the lake. Terrified, the woman tried to run away, but a Slacking appeared. The Slacking also had a Tourney. The woman realized it was the same Vigoroth she'd seen earlier. Damn. Wait, how? Not only is it really unnecessary that this shit exists, it's also not very well written. That's crazy. And fear overwhelmed her, causing her to faint once more. I like that they get around having to write a rising action and, like, a climax because they have the main character be unconscious for the duration of the story. That's great. All this really important shit was happening while your point of view character was out cold, so don't worry about it. When the woman regained consciousness, she found herself on the entrance of the forest near her home, surrounded by her friends. They carried her back to her house. Sometime later, the woman gave birth to a child. How is this original sin? Wait, this is not original sin. This is just a sex crime. Because, like, the whole point of original sin is that it's, like, passed on to every member of the human species. But, like, there's not just 2 humans from which every human came forth. This is just, like, this is just a fucking sex abuse victim. I mean, it's still fucked. I did the same thing right in my fanfiction. The characters going unconscious is good for changing character perspectives. All right, we'll read Kay's fanfiction after these 3 posts, and then we'll cross-reference. Who wrote a better... I'm just kidding. One day, her friends concerned... It wasn't a human child. It was a Slackoff. Someday, time later, the woman gave birth to a child, but it wasn't a human. It was a Slackoff. I love Pokemon, dude. What the fuck is happening? You can post this on Wattpad, I'm sure. Dude, the worst thing about this is that people are gonna take these fucking shit husks of, like, snuff fiction, and then they're gonna make their own fan fiction about them. We're all fucking cooked. My condolences to anyone who reads Pokemon fanfiction recreationally. Your feed is gonna be fucking rancid for a little while. She intended to abandon it, but couldn't bring herself to do so. She stopped meeting up with her friends and decided to raise the Slackoff. And then at the end, she becomes a Slackoff. Oh my god. The Slacking R-worded her? I didn't read this one. R-worded her? Yes. Why the fuck would it not kill her? What a bad story. Because it wanted to create the next generation of Slackoff. Wait! That's why Slackoff have Truant now! Because they're all descendants of this fucking humid Pokemon hybrid. It's got fucking birth defects! They just fucked up the entire Slackoff gene pool! That's not the original sin in the Pokemon world. That's why slacking is not viable in any generation of OU after Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald! This is crazy! Folks, turns out this world building was good the whole time. One day, her friends concerned about her visited the area near her home. They didn't visit her, they just hung out near her house. They went to the fucking burger joint down the street from where she lived. They found the Slackoff sleeping near the child of the woman, and as they always did, they caught the Slackoff, stabbed it in the chest, and killed it, and they took the corpse and headed to the woman's house. When she saw the slain Slackoff, the woman was overwhelmed with sorrow. She grabbed the Slackoff and ran deep into the forest. Her friends, shocked, chased after her. As they ventured deeper into the forest, the surroundings suddenly opened up, and they found the same clear lake from before. Around the lake were many Slackoff and Vigoroth. The woman stood before the lake, holding the lifeless body of the Slackoff. She threw herself into the water. Afterwards, the woman's friends began to treat the Slackoff as companions, just as she had in her final moments. She just fucking... Okay. Damn, that was a bad story. That's crazy. Who would have thought that this story about a woman getting fucked while asleep by a Slacking would not be very well written? What a bad conclusion. Oh, what a fucking shame, dude. Slacking is going to prison. Kyle, you're going to be our barometer for quality on these. I need you to rate them on a scale of 1 to 5. How would you rate the Slacking sex crime story? The story is why Slacking has no ears. Let's fucking... What does Slacking look like? I haven't seen this thing in years. Does he not have ears? No, he has ears. Holy shit, he doesn't! Holy shit, Slacking has no ears! That's crazy. That's insane. You're right, Kyle. Maybe the story was good. 3 out of 10, a solid 2. Theme: the collapse of culture and relationships. This shit sucks. There was a time when the boundary between Pokemon and humans was blurred. Yes, yes, yes. In a coastal village, there was a man. The end. There was a man. That's such a shit sentence. In a coastal village, there was a man. Yeah, I fucking bet. There were probably a couple more, too. One day, as he was walking along the shore, he found a female octillery. Dude, stop. Why are they all so horny? No! We're getting the background on suction cups we didn't fucking need. This isn't fucking fan fiction. Someone was paid to write this. And this is canon. Canon to what? I have no fucking idea. Are we gonna get a Legends Hoenn? Where you have to fucking meet a slacking sex criminal? This is gonna make it into a Pokemon fan game. The Vigoroth with no ear. Oh my god. Little Pokemon Legends slacking. That shit's so funny. He found a female octillery, walked up on the beach. The man had relations with the octillery and then threw it back into the sea. We're cooked. It's over. The man had relations with the octillery. He sure fucking did, dude. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. The man fucked the squid and threw it away. Oh my god. The man had relations with the octillery and then threw it back into the sea. The next day, he went to the same spot and found the octillery again. Holy shit, she's doing booty calls. That's crazy. He wants more. He's just going for a walk on the beach and fucking a squid every day. That's his morning routine. Wait a second. Hold on. He threw it back into the sea. The next day, went to the same spot, found the same octillery again. He fucked it again and threw it away. One night, after several days had passed, the man had a dream. In the dream, the octillery spoke to him. I cannot come to you, but I will deliver our child to you. It is our child, yours and mine. This shit is not something we needed, man. The next morning, the man went to the place where he had met the octillery. I think met is a bit of a strong word. There he found a boy. The man took the boy and raised him. Time passed, the boy grew into a young man, and the father passed away. The young man was always lonely. If the kid fucks his mother octillery, I'm gonna be pissed. Like, not knowing that it's his mom. Don't fucking do this, Game Freak. You're on thin fucking ice, man. Pokemon is this close to being canceled. One day, as the young man was walking along the shore, okay, thank God he didn't see an octillery. He saw a group of people playing in the distance. They all had very large swords in their hands as they danced. Oh, wait, they're cutting up his mom and making takoyaki. The young man approached the people as he got close. He saw that Sharpedo. He saw that a Sharpedo. Wait, is this a whole family of fish fuckers? Is this Mako Tsunami's origin story? He saw that Sharpedo were playing along the beach. When he tried to get even closer, Sharpedo suddenly leapt into the sea all at once. However, one of the Sharpedo lingered, looking around 3 times before swimming away. At the spot where the Sharpedo had been playing, there was a large sword lying on the ground. It was a shape he had never seen before, and it was very sharp and pointed. The young man took the sword home. So they're saying playing. Are they eating people? Is that what it's implied? This is not very well written. It's probably translated. And not very well at that. The next day, the young man took the sword and went into the forest. While walking through the forest, he encountered an Ursaring, and he had relations with the Ursaring, and then he threw it into the ocean. That's not what it says, but man, it fucking should have. While walking through the forest, he encountered an Ursaring. He tried slashing at the Ursaring's mouth with a sword, and the mouth was easily severed. He cut his mouth off? How does that work? Oh my god, I've heard of severed heads, but never severed mouths. Next, he stabbed at the Ursaring's eyes, and they were easily pierced. Finally, the young man thrust the sword into the Ursaring's chest, and the Ursaring died effortlessly. That day, the young man killed 30 Ursaring. After that, he always carried the sword with him. Why are people just killing these fucking things and not eating them? Bear meat is good, right? Playing by the injured Pokemon he encountered or cutting off parts of their bodies. Damn, this kid sucks. One autumn, while the young man was searching for firewood, he lost his way. Wait, is this the same shit as last time? He's gonna get fucked by an Ursaring with no ears. And then give birth to a Teddy Ursa. Wait, please tell me there's Mpreg in these stories. That'd be so fucking funny. After walking for a while, he stumbled upon an Ursaring's den. Inside there was an elderly Ursaring lying down. The elderly Ursaring looked at the young man and said, "Come inside." The young man hesitated, but as it was getting dark outside, he entered the den. Before long, people began to enter the den one after another. filling the room completely. Looking closer, he saw that all the people had scarred faces and some of them were missing their eyes. They were chatting among themselves, but the young man ignored them and fell asleep. At one point, he woke up to find the elderly Ursaring lying beside him. This is like Five Nights at Freddy's ass story. The fucking bear, the bear had moved while he wasn't looking. He fell asleep again. When he awoke once more, there were many people around talking about something, and the young man ignored them and went back to sleep. Damn, this kid's dumb as fuck. When spring arrived, the elderly Ursaring spoke. Do you want to go home? Then I shall send you home. When you return, a Wailord will soon be found near the village. Go there. We will send a man. You must leave the sword and bring a witness. Why did you do such things, cutting faces and slicing off noses? The elderly... Wait, what? Then I shall send you home. When you return, a Wailord will soon be found near the village. Go there. We will send a man. You must leave the sword behind and bring a witness. And then this is a new sentence. Why did you do such things, cutting faces and slicing off noses? Okay. The elderly Ursaring escorted the young man back to the village. Upon his return, the young man recounted everything that happened to the villagers. The following morning, the young man took some villagers with him and headed to the shore. As they walked along the coast, they found a large Wailord. Nearby on the beach was a teddy Ursa. When it noticed the young man, the teddy Ursa hid in the forest, and a large Ursaring came out in its place. As the Ursaring charged him, the young man tried to draw a sword he had hidden, but it got stuck and he couldn't pull it out, so he rushed the Ursaring with his hands. The young man and the Ursaring grappled, punching each other's faces. Bullshit. He got killed. He just got fucking mauled. He didn't punch anything. They strangled each other with all their strength, and so they choked each other to death, collapsing on one another. Villagers went back and told the others what they had seen. Damn, they're not very good at writing endings. That's all I'm gonna say. Were written by a woman, the lore deepens. Do you think the woman wants to have relations with a Vigoroth? That actually doesn't surprise me. Why did the old guy fuck artillery? Like, what did that add? That's such a good question, Kyle. Thank you for asking. I just posted another one with rapid S and something. No, no, no. No, 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 no. There's more. There's fucking more. Apparently this one is just two put together. I see. That explains why it's not very well written. All of the other ones were much more coherent and made more sense. All right, let's read this horsefucker one. In the past, yeah, we get in the past. I'm not gonna lie. Every time these stories end with "in the past," when the boundary between humans and Pokemon were blurred, I just start fucking laughing because it's so stupid. We get it. In the past, it's the best part of this is like there was literally no need for this shit to be written as a short story because this is only supposed to be within the fucking GameFreak HQ, right? So you could just write the cliff notes. Like, human fucks Octillery, Octillery gives birth to human child kills bears, bears kills human child. The end. And then, woman kills Slackoth shoots dead Slackoth 3-point style into the lake. Vigoroth fucks woman by the lake. Woman gives birth to Slackoth die. Woman jump in lake. Bye-bye. They need to properly express their art. I don't know if I would use the word art to describe this, but, you know, I guess art is subjective, as they say. In the past, yes, there was a grassy plain and a large lake at the foot of a mountain. Two men lived on the west and east sides of the lake. Holy shit, it's Brokeback Mountain. The two men lived by hunting Pokemon. The man living in the west was not particularly skilled, but he strictly followed the hunting rules. The man in the east was a skilled hunter, but often neglected these rules. What the fuck does that mean? He also hunted people. One day, the man from the west went out to hunt and saw a Rapidash on the plain. Oh, dude, can we believe? Don't fuck the Rapidash. One time. Don't fuck the Pokemon for once. Oh my fucking god, I'm begging you. It's Lush Mane. Oh, this is some My Little Pony fucking fan fiction right here. It's Lush Mane shown beautifully in the sunlight. Did someone tell the writer that its mane was not fucking hair, it was fire? As the man from the west readied his bow, the Rapidash spoke. We have children now. If I die, there will be none left. There will be none of us left in this plain. The man from the west lowered his bow and said, Then I will not kill you, however I desire your beautiful mane. So I ask you to become my wife! Pokemon's bad, folks. Pokemon's bad. Yeah, there's no other reaction to that. This is the origin for that shiny Ponyta quest in PLA? The backstory I didn't fucking need! Oh my god. The Rapidash became the wife of the man from the west. Can we get some goals in the chat? This is not good. This is not good. Oh my god. After about 2 months, when Ponyta began to appear on the plains, the man from the west was riding on the back of his wife. Dude, I love riding on the back of my wife. I'm always saying this. Canonical backshots in Pokemon. Does this mean that humans and Pokemon can canonically have children when it's just taboo now or something? It sure does. All the Gardevoir fans are eating good. Running across the plains, eventually they reach the place where many Rapidash and Ponyta resting. Wife says, "These are my husbands. If you need, you may hunt them. If you treat them with care, they will not die." What? You can hunt them. If you treat them with care, they will not die. Then why the fuck is he hunting them? He needs food. If you just scrape off the meat from their thighs, they won't die. These are my husbands. If you need, you may hunt them. If you treat them with care, they will not die. However, do not kill the female Rapidash or the Ponyta. Female Rapidash are my sisters, and the Ponyta are my children. That means the female Rapidash are your sisters-in-law, and the Ponyta are like your children. I like how they're like, the men are not my brothers. You can fuck them, dude. A few days later, the man from the east went out hunting. Okay, so the east was the skilled hunter. Okay. A few days later, the man from the east went out hunting. When he reached the plains, he found a Ponyta. He immediately shot an arrow and killed it. The end. As he continued looking for more prey, he encountered Rapidash. It was a female Rapidash. Rapidash tried to say something, but the man from the east ignored it and shot his arrow. Then he cut off the mane of the Rapidash. You can't cut off the mane because it's fire, you fucking idiot! Oh my god. I understand what they mean by him not following the rules of hunting. He also doesn't follow the rules of fucking physics. He just cuts fire off like it's a physical object. Then he cut off the mane of the Rapidash he had killed it. Proud of the beautiful mane, decided to show it off to the man from the west. He wrapped the mane around his head. It's fire, you fucking dumbass! Wait, he literally burned himself alive. This is so funny. He wrapped the mane around his head, caught fire, and died. He wrapped the mane around his head and headed home. Eventually, tired of walking, the man from the east decided to rest under a large tree by a lake. The man from the west and his wife, the Rapidash, walked along the shore. So a glimpse of the Rapidash made under the shell of the tree. He is male. He has no children. If you need, you may hunt him, said the wife. With that, the man shot an arrow at the Rapidash. When he approached his prey, he found the man from the east laying there, wrapped in the Rapidash's mane. Take this mane back with you, and when you hunt Rapidash, follow the rules I have told you. With those words, the Rapidash said farewell to the man from the west and returned to the plains. Damn! This was the closest to being good, but it really didn't need him to fuck the Rapidash. This one actually had a decent conclusion. That's crazy. I'm shocked. Theme: the relationship between humans and Pokemon / human-like ways of thinking. Can you guess how this one started? Long ago, when the boundary between Pokemon and humans was still blurred, there was a village somewhere. Where? Who fucking cares? One day, a girl from that village went into the mountains to gather firewood. She found a well-dried deadwood deep into the forest, so she kept going further in. She found well-dried deep wood deep in the forest, so she kept going further in. I don't know if that's written grammatically correctly. Before she realized that the sun was setting and she had lost her way. Around her, there were droppings from a Typhlosion, which made the girl anxious. Just then, a man appeared from the other side of the forest. His face resembled everyone from the village, but he was very handsome. The man said, Typhlosion! 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 Ty! You must be lost. Okay. He was very handsome. The man said, you must be lost, right? I don't know the way down the mountain, but with your pace, it would be midnight before we get there. I'll take you back tomorrow morning, so why don't you rest at my place tonight? I hate this. Describing Typhlosion as handsome, by the way. I mean, Aster, you can be honest with us. Did you write this story? The girl had no choice but to agree to the man's suggestion. The man took her hand and began to walk. As evening fell, they arrived at a large cave. This is my home. You must be hungry. Wait here. Dude, the vibes coming off this story so far are truly rancid. After saying that, the man went outside the cave. After he left, a red light shone from far away in the mountains, and there was the sound of trees swaying. Before long, the man returned, carry many red berries. He said, eat this. Eat this. It will lower your speed EVs, but increase friendship. Eat this, then sleep for tonight. Even if you wake up before I do, don't look at my face. The next morning, when the girl woke up, the man was still asleep. She honored their promise and stayed lying down, waiting. Before long, she fell back asleep. She was awakened by the man's voice. When she looked outside, the sun was already setting. Today, we'll eat green berries. Wait here. With that, he went out of the cave after after he left, the same red light shone from far away, and the sound of trees swaying echoed once. I like this. The whole red light shining from far away and the trees swaying. I like that because it's kind of like vaguely horror-ish. Like if they went with like horror fables instead of creepy horny ones, this would be really interesting. Like, what the fuck is the red light? They're going to explain it, and it's probably going to be some weird thing that isn't very interesting, or is somehow also incredibly horny and strange. But this is kind of the whole red light and the sound of trees swaying. That's pretty cool. But with that, he went out of the cave. After he left, the same red light shone from far away, and the sound of trees swayed echoed once more. By the time the sun had set completely, the man returned carrying mini green berries. Said, "Eat this, then let's sleep for the night. Even if you wake up before I do, don't look at my face." The girl, expressing concern, her family were worried that she wanted to go home soon. The man yawned widely and tapped her on her head. At that moment, she completely forgot her family and home. The two of them ate the green berries together, then fell asleep. Okay, this is kind of like creepy. If there wasn't any sex in it, if there's no implied sex in this, which I know there's going to be, this is fine so far. The weird shit about him holding her hand and inviting her over to his place is rancid and strange and weird. This is kind of like, despite that, this is kind of a Brothers Grimm sort of esque story, if you know what I'm saying. The same routine continued, them waking up when the sun had set, the man going out to gather berries, the two of them eating and sleeping together. Eventually, the girl realized the man was a Typhlosion. I love that it's just, oh shit, you're not a guy, you're a fucking Typhlosion. The man was a Typhlosion. Do you think the reason he walks off every day isn't to gather berries, but so he can shit where he can't see him? Because, like, why did they mention Typhlosion turds? I guess they mentioned it to, like, foreshadow the fact that he was a Typhlosion specifically. The girl realized the man was a Typhlosion. As winter approached, the Typhlosion dug deeper into the cave and said to the girl, "Go and gather wood for firewood, break off the branches from the higher parts of tall trees." The girl tried to do as the Typhlosion instructed, but the tall trees scared her, so she could only climb the shorter one. She brought up the Typhlosion and said, "That won't do. If it's not from the higher branches, humans will find us." When snow began to fall, the two of them lived in the depths of the cave, mostly sleeping. There's plenty of food. Occasionally they would wake up, eat, and go back to sleep. One day when she woke, the girl was holding a child. Okay, so he didn't fuck her. He just picked up another human kid and was like, "Here, you can raise this one." They didn't fuck. I swear to God, they didn't fuck. No, this is no good, folks. The girl was holding a child. After several days and nights passed, the Typhlosion said, "Your father's looking for you, but you are my wife, so I can't return you. I'll have to fight him." Typhlosion is a Minecraft YouTuber. No! Wait! That's why the Typhlosion leaves the cave every day. He's making Let's Plays to feed his fucking wife and child. The snow began to fall. The two of them lived in the depths of the cave, mostly sleeping. There was plenty of food. Occasionally they would eat, wake up, go back to sleep. One day when she awoke, the girl was holding a child. Several days and nights passed. The Typhlosion said, "Your father's looking for you, but you are my wife, so I can't return you. I will have to fight him." The girl pleaded, "Please don't do that. Don't kill my father. How can I live with you if you kill my father? You are a good person. He's a kidnapper in a fucking PDF file. What do you mean?" Typhlosion's not eating. Typhlosion's not looking good now, folks. Typhlosion fans are in absolute shambles. You're a good person, so please stay here with me and sleep. Yet another way to, like, not write an actual story, to make the main characters asleep the whole fucking time. "All right, let's stay here and sleep." The man nodded. The next night, the Typhlosion woke the girl and said, "Your father is close by. Go and see." When the girl went outside, a snowstorm was raging. She climbed a low tree, broke off a branch, and she returned to the cave. The Typhlosion singing a song she'd never heard before. It's fucking Torch Song. It wasn't a Typhlosion at all. Does Typhlosion learn any singing moves? "You broke off your branch, didn't you? Seen your father come here. I'm going to do something bad to your father. If I am killed, take my eyes, my voice, and my heart. Build a fire at the spot where I was killed and burn them. And while they burn, sing this song until the fire goes out." The girl said, "Please don't do it. Don't kill my father. If anyone was to be killed, let it be you." Good. Thank God she stood up for herself. Don't kill my dad, bitch. If anyone's gonna die, it should be you. You suck. You fucking kidnapping piece of shit. That's my favorite line in all of these. If anyone is to be killed, let it be you. That's awesome. All right, goodbye. We'll never meet again. With those words, the Typhlosion went outside. After a while, there was a loud noise, and the girl looked outside. Saw her father had killed the Typhlosion. She rushed out and said to her father, "Father, you've killed my husband!" "Father, what the fuck?" "You killed my husband." Is this the origin of Asui Typhlosion? You mean your starter Pokemon in Legends Arceus? You should boot up the game and send him out and talk to him. See if he knows anything about this. Father, you have killed my husband. I have been living with him all this time. He was my husband. Please give me my husband, the Typhlosion's eyes, voice, and heart. But the girl built a fire at the place where the Typhlosion had been killed and put his eyes, voice, and heart into the flames. She sang the song the Typhlosion had taught her until the fire burned out. The girl's father built a small hut on the edge of the village for the girl and her child to live in. Eventually, spring arrived. Young men of the village often teased and tormented the girl and her child. It became worse over time, and one day, they tried to drape a Typhlosion's pelt over them. The girl returned home and pleaded with her parents, please tell the villagers to stop teasing us. If they put the pelt on us, we'll be surely become Typhlosion. We are already half Typhlosion as it is. Wait, is Typhlosion sperm like a fucking virus that it infects you and you become a Typhlosion over time? Despite the parents' pleas, the villagers did not listen. In fact, they found it even more amusing and eventually draped the Typhlosion pelt over the girl and her child. At that moment, they howled loudly and vanished into the depths of the forest. The two were never seen again. And so people came to understand Typhlosion are half human beings. What? So, like, in Johto, if you pick the best starter in the game, are you just fucking enslaving a half-human? Is it ethical to train Typhlosion? Entirely unrelated Typhlosion pelt, by the way. Yeah, they just had one. They killed a whole other Typhlosion for that, yeah. I want to hear the story about that Typhlosion. Damn, this shit was kind of fucking whack. What the fuck? What the fuck? I don't get it. I don't get it. Why did we need this? Let me ask you Pokemon fans something. Is your enjoyment of the franchise enhanced by this fucking weird fan fiction? Just a question. Wait, so can Typhlosion consent? Let's not ask that question. Aster, let's not ask that question.